You know the game gone and my mind been blown. Different decisions that I done made got me fucked up now. Still gon' thug the life I'm living, still gon' hold this shit down. Every day of my life, yeah, nigga chasing trees. And I'm saying niggas that be around there won't see you off your feet. My mama been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package. I be damn. Me and my people hurting for something for a day. That shit happened, the next man ain't getting nothing. Fade to the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chopped. Trying to serve ain't got no business on my block, I bet you're getting chopped. Now either way you try to fuck with my pop, don't believe that ass getting chopped.
Let's go. Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. It's your boy PBK9 is giving it to you the way I always do. Fair and unbiased. Some folk won't like it, some folk ain't. Man, y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to drop down in the comments like my brothers and sisters always do. Big salute, big shout out to all the dog lovers from one side of the world to the other side of the world. You know, from the top to the bottom. Shout out to all the dog lovers out there, man, and folk taking care of them dogs out there today. We got a little bit of talk about, hey, yo, CNN satellites from outer space. You know, show me a North Carolina dog fighting bus. You know, I got to give it to you. Fair and uncut, raw and unbiased. You know, big salute to Superline Kennels in the building. Yes, sir, City Boy Kennels, what's going on, big dog? What's going on? Carolina Bulldogs, Carolina Blue. Carolina Blue? Carolina Blue must be some new folk up in the building. Salute to you, Carolina Blue. I don't remember seeing you up here before, but salute to you, big homie. You know, John Denver in the house. What's going on? Salute to John Denver in the house. We got a few things to talk about. Then we're going to talk about how it went down in North Carolina. You know, because I'm going to give them CNN satellites from outer space. I'm the only one got them CNN satellites. You know, so I'm going to give it to you, man. You know, and plus we got a few topics to talk about as well. You know, I ain't got time for the trolls. Don't got time for the trolls. We got to keep that dog stuff going, man. Got a lot of big things coming for the channel in the future. You know, a lot of big things. Now, I do want to touch on a topic. One brother was asking on Facebook. He said, you know, what's too old to breed a male dog? You know, what's too old to breed a male dog? And I want to show you this, you know, and I want to say this. One person can't give you a certain age or what's too old to breed a male dog. Everybody takes their dogs through different things. It's all about what your dog go through in his life, how much you taking care of him in his life. I can tell you I bred my dog at 15 years old, but you can't get that out your dog because you didn't do what I did with my dog through his 15 years. So it's all about how you taking care of your dog. You know, if you give your dog a good life, you can expect for him to do good things later on down the future. If you run through him in his first 3 years or his first 6 months or first year you done ran through him, you can't expect for him to be breeding good for you when he turns 10 years old. But let me show you something real quick. You know, I showed brothers this picture before, but I just want to bring it back up. This is Grand Champion Yellow grandson. This is a son of Toe Jam, and this was bred in 2012. This is a breeding I did in 2012 when I was breeding them to a Jeep Eli bitch, you know, and he was 12 years old at the time. He was born in 1999. This was in 2012 when I took this picture right here, you know, in my backyard. We got about 3 litters off of him. We bred him with this dog. We bred him with her sister, and I think we bred him with a few more. And this was at 12 years old, you know. So it's no one person can tell you what age limit to stop at. Now, I've even had females who was older, and if you want to really, get down to the get down, the female is the one you're going to really have to worry about as far as how old the breeder, because she got to go through more stuff with her body. Her body got to go through, carrying the puppies, feeding the puppies and all that. So you can really be more worried about having your old female breeding more than your older male. You just need to keep him healthy and keep his sperm up, his sperm count high, on that situation. But yeah, that's a 12-year-old yellow dog. On the bottom side, he's Garner stuff. He's coming off of Toe Jam and Razorback Jew. That's his dog, mama and daddy. Toe Jam and Razorback Jew. And the Razorback Jew stuff was coming off the Garner stuff, But yeah, man, I wanted to touch up on that real quick. And that dog there, his name is Cujo. If any of your brothers want to look it up, Cujo or Kilo, under Toe Jam's offspring. Now, big salute, big shout out to my folk in Michigan, man. Big shout out to my folk in Michigan. Now, I want to address brother Fatbird Kennel, brother Lamonte Kennel that we did the interview with a few days ago. I forgot to tell you something, brother. We was talking about the white gums, and one brother brought this up to me. Don't forget, white gums mean low blood count. I forgot to bring that up to y'all, brothers. And I was saying all the other things about the worms and different little things, dehydration. But it also means you got a low blood count on them dogs. So if you see your dog gums looking white or pale, try to treat it and get it looking pink and red. Big salute to Mr. Fatbird Kennel and Lamonte Kennels out there holding it down, man. Holding it down. And like I said, big shout out to all my folk from Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, VA, Maryland. All up north, man. Big salute to everybody. Big salute to all the YouTube dog channels, that's doing their thing the right way. Now, let me bring this up to you real quick. One of my partners, was talking to me about this a while back, and it just came to my head. So I said I'm gonna bring it up to y'all. And being that we had some younger brothers paying attention, a way to correct dogs' feet. Sometimes we have our dogs with the easty, westy, and they have the funny little feet at the bottom. But I'm gonna tell you one way to correct it at a puppy. Sometimes you can't correct some of this stuff, and other times you can, because all you got to do is have your dog, and this may not necessarily stop the problem, but it will help the problem sometimes. Have your dog where he has to reach up for his water, not going to the ground and getting his food off the ground as far as his bowl. Put his bowl up a little bit higher, where he have to reach his body up and he got to kind of get on his tiptoes. You want him to stay on his tiptoes when he's drinking his water and eating his food, and you kind of help his feet to grow straight a little bit better than it was, And like I said, this isn't guaranteed to work with every single dog, because some dogs are way past the level of correction without breeding it right. So I was just putting that out there, man. Have your dog to where he's standing up higher to get his water. He got to hold his head up higher to get his water. Food, you can leave the food on the ground, but at least have him where he got to get his water up from higher. And it'll help if you can put his food up a little higher to where he got to stretch his tiptoes, not too high. He can still see in the bowl, but high enough where he's not eating it off the ground, So I'm just going to put that out there too, man. It's not going to be a real long show today. It's got a few things to talk about and see what my brother's talking about in the chat. Let me see who I got down in the chat. Uncle Willie, what's going on? Salute to you. Salute to you. Show enough in the building. Show enough in the building. What's going on with you? Show enough. Salute to you. Little Rock. Big salute to y'all brothers. Big salute to all my folk in the South, man. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Y'all stay safe. For the hurricane is real, real wet out there. Tropical storm or whatever they want to call it. Debbie, it's real wet. It's supposed to rain for the next 2 or 3 days. So what we think seems like just bull jiving rain is actually, making this ground so soft that just a little small gust of wind will blow your big pine trees down. So all my brothers and sisters out there on this East Coast, y'all stay safe, man. Stay dry out there. It just is what it is, man. It's that time of the year. We used to it, you know what I'm saying? Like my folk in Kansas and Oklahoma and all that used to them tornadoes. Down here in the South, at least, hurricanes is just an everyday thing. That's why brothers have hurricane parties, because ones and twos, man, uh, we do that. It just is what it is. If you living in the South, you're gonna see them every single year. You hope some of them pass you, you hope some of them blow past you and all that, but you're gonna see them every year, so it ain't no big deal. But let me get on this other topic I wanted to get on to. We got two more topics I want to speak about. It's a little more serious, and then we're gonna get to this North Carolina dog fighting situation. The first topic I want to talk about, Red Boy and Outlaw. Why do brothers act like the Red Boy and Outlaw stuff is the same? Because you got a dog off Outlaw don't mean you got a dog like bred like Red Boy. For one, the first thing I can't seem to figure out is what brothers keep forgetting. The main thing brothers forget, you can hear this, or you can notice in 15 seconds, you turn around and you forget it. Red Boy is not off who his pedigree say he's off of. So if common sense tell you Red Boy is not off of his real pedigree, but we accept the pedigree, we accept it. Common sense tell you nothing in that pedigree he's kin to nobody that his pedigree say he's kin to, because we don't know it. We don't know what his pedigree is. We just took what they gave us. He was a good producing dog, and brothers just don't complain. But at the end of the day, 85% of the dog game know that Red Boy pedigree is not real. So you can't compare his pedigree to nobody. You can't say none of Outlaw gonna produce like him. This dog, Blue Boy gonna produce like him. White Boy gonna produce like him. Orange Boy gonna produce like him, because we don't know who Red Boy off of. And we keep forgetting that. We'll be like, oh, Red Boy, Outlaw, Red. Man, listen here. Them dogs ain't gonna be nothing alike. Even if Red Boy ped was the same, you still ain't getting it. Brothers act like they little mate brothers, and brothers act like both dogs produce the same quality of dogs from back in the days. I never heard nothing about the Outlaw dogs producing like the Red Boy dogs. It's like you saying Charlie and Jeep, Jeep and Charlie. We never heard about what Charlie produced, but we know it ain't like Charlie and Jeep, because we know Charlie and Jeep come off the same stuff. Red Boy, we can't connect him to no dog, period. In reality, we can't. If y'all boys want to go by them papers and all that stuff, you can. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, even brothers who ain't from South Carolina know that Red Boy not off his real pedigree. But his production was so great, we don't care about it. Not now. It don't matter now. The proof is already in the pudding. Is what Mr. Till put him down as is what he's down as. But why do brothers keep getting them two dogs, twisted up and getting them in the same sentences? Legion Fury 13, what's going on with your big homie? What's going on? Yellow One, I see you down there, big homie. What's going on with you? Y'all check Yellow One page out, man. Y'all check all them brothers' pages out. Dickie Foster page, all them brothers who doing YouTube channels, man, that they be rocking with me, they be rocking with everybody, man. If they got a YouTube channel, man, rock with them and see what they're talking about. Rock with them and see what they're talking about, my brothers. Now, talking about that Red Boy Outlaw stuff, it may touch a few nerves. A few brothers may, feel a certain kind of way about this, especially the ones that bred heavy. They quick to say Red Boy Outlaw or this and that, or it may touch a few, a sensitive area. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we can't connect Red Boy to nothing. So we need to stop connecting him to Outlaw, even if he was off the stuff Mr. Till said. Them two different dogs producing two different things, giving you two different kind of looking dogs. What the hell do an Outlaw dog look like? I just asked y'all about the red boy dogs because we know what bingo dogs look like. But on some real, on the real, you know, we know what Jeep look like. We know what the Mayday stuff look like. But what does an outlaw dog look like? Nah, you know, I know, like I was saying, what is a Cadillac dog and this dog and Hunter Red and the rest of them dogs, what them dogs look like. Nah, forget that. What does an outlaw dog look like that come off outlaw? Is what I want to know. Please tell me he got red boy traits. Please tell me he look like red boy dogs. How the hell they look like red boy dogs when red boy ain't no kin to him, period. At all. Besides on that written document. You know what I'm saying? Besides on that written document. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, my brothers. Salute to all them bulldog lovers out there, man. All them dog lovers from one side of the country to the other side, from one side of the world to the other side. Now, one brother asked this question here now, and he say, let me see how he said it. Can you take two scatterbred dogs and make a purebred dog? You right, you can do it, my brother. You right, you can do it. But my question to you is, what are you trying to purify? My first question is, my second question is, you know, what are you trying to purify? See, this is the deal. It goes back to what I told y'all brothers from the start. Represent your own bloodline. See, okay, now to say if I got a dog named Jimmy. Okay, I got Jimmy. Jimmy is scatterbred with every single blood out there. But my yard is based off Jimmy. You know, I base my yard off Jimmy. I'm not worried about what's in the pedigree. I'm worried about Jimmy. I got double bred Jimmy dogs. See, now what you work on purifying is your Jimmy stuff. You making sure Jimmy, the stuff that you got in your yard, is all coming off Jimmy. So that's pure Jimmy dogs. We're not worried about what Jimmy got in them. We worried about Jimmy himself. You know, so you right, you can make pure dogs from scatterbred dogs. You know, it just depends on what you're trying to purify. You know, at some point, you got to understand that all them dogs from the past got different bloodlines in them, And somebody said, oh, nah, it stops right here. It goes from my dog back from this point on. You know, us modern day brothers, the only ones that want to keep going back 40 years, you know, them brothers say, oh, this stops right here. This ain't no more Kobe stuff. This the Mayfield stuff, or this the whatever stuff. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter about the 4 generations, no, none of that shit. You know, none of that. It's about you making a name for your dog. Because like I told y'all brothers before, if I never bred my dog before and he's a grand champion and I start breeding them to all y'all brothers' dogs out here, I don't got no dogs off of him, period. He's a well-known grand champion and you sitting here telling me he's not going to be a bloodline? You know, he's not going to be a bloodline? Mayday was a bloodline way before he made 4 generations. Yellow was a bloodline way before they made 4 generations. And Red Boy. Just not us, man. You know? Just not us. Well, not y'all. I know what the hell I'm doing. You know? Like it or not. Like it or not. Yeah, I got a stack pedigree, but the hell with that stack. You know, I'm worried about PBK9s. You know what I'm saying? PBK9s is all I'm worried about. Michael Clay, what's going on? Salute to you. Salute to you. Eli Monster in the building. What's going on with your big Eli? Yeah, man, just talking about them scatterbred dogs and making you a pure dog off your scatterbred stuff. See, you can have every single dog from the top of that generation to the bottom of that generation different. But if you focus on Jimmy, the one that you got in your yard, the puppies coming off that, these 50% Jimmy, 50% whatever you got, you know, Jimmy ain't no different than Red Boy, ain't no different than Jeep, ain't no different than the rest of them. All it is a name. It's nothing but a name. Some brothers take the name for the dog. Some brothers use their kennel name. Tom Garner, kennel name. Mayday, the dog. Mr. Boudreaux, kennel name. Jeep, the dog. You know, at the same time, Mr. Crenshaw had other famous dogs, but not too many that was as famous as Jeep. You know, Not too many that was famous as Jeep. Now, like I told y'all, brothers, now, my satellites is hurricane out there. My satellites out of space is kicking. You know what I'm saying? They're kicking. They give you that news. They bought it in. I could have waited till the next day or two, but I wanted to go ahead and bring it on out there. You know what I'm saying? Bring it on out there and give it to my brothers and my sisters like I always do. You know, like I always do, man. And salute to my brothers with them scatterbred dogs. You know, a dog is what you make it, man. A dog is what you make it, and we gonna figure out a way to make y'all brothers take pride in them dang on dogs and stop going back 40 years. You know, stop going back 40. Take that scatterbred dog and turn them to a purebred dog. You know, them puppies is 50% this and 50% that if you want to rep it like that. If you want to rep it, they 50% yours and 50% of whatever the other dog is. And if it's both of the dogs yours, then it's 100%. But 50% of that daddy, if he's scatterbred, then you take them puppies, female, go back to the daddy again. You take another one, go back to a different one. You know, the more dogs you can start off with that same male dog, you know, the more dogs you can breed to without being so close. You know, if I got one stud or maybe 1 to 2 studs, both of them scatterbred, both of my studs scatterbred, but I'm only using them 2 studs. And then I got my females. And then that first generation, I make my breedings. You know, they all off Jimmy, 50% Jimmy. My second ones, I make my breedings. They all off the dog. They all off the other dog, Dark Man. They all off Dark Man, you know. And all my breedings that I'm making for the next years is coming off Dark Man and Jimmy. So these dogs are pure Jimmy and pure Dark Man dogs, you know. One way or another, brothers gonna have to represent your lines. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm rep mine. Don't be around here trying to tell me I don't got what I got. You know, it is what it is. Buck City Kennels in the house. Yes, sir. I took that block off you, big dog. I took that block off you. Salute to you. Salute to all the bulldoggers. You know, salute to all the bulldoggers. Hey, Buck, I don't got my glasses on right now to read what you're saying, just in case you're saying something crazy. You know, so that's really the Lord working, because I don't want to read what you're saying if you're talking trash. You can come up here into the chat if you want to. You can come up here and get up here and talk with me if you want to, you know, about whatever. It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? We talking about them bulldogs. We talking about these CNN satellites from outer space that give these brothers this dog news. You know what I'm saying? Keep these brothers, you know, on their toes, 10 toes down. You know, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let me drop that link down in the chat for any of my brothers that want to come up here and rock out with the Bay tonight. Let me see something, my brothers. Oh, Buck say I talking about a bunch of stuff I never did. We know we ain't. Come on, Buck. I ain't gonna get upset about that. You know, I ain't gonna get upset about that, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I never started my channel off for nothing I ain't never did. You know, I ain't never been afraid to get up here on my channel and talk about stuff that I did, you know, because I made mistakes. I lived a certain way and I ain't trying to live like that now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid to say what I got up here and I did in the past. And I know it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't right, but I ain't afraid to talk about it, you know, and it just is what it is, man. You know, talk about the past. This is like I talk about the future, but it's all about the future. It's all about what you're doing today's time. You know, at the end of the day, the past, none of that stuff really matter. You know, none of that stuff matters. It's about what you're doing in today's time, big dog. You know, if you ain't doing nothing in today's time, you ain't doing nothing. You know, You can only troll so much. You can only talk all that stuff so much. If you ain't got no bulldog talk, you just gonna run out eventually, you know. Or you're just gonna be somebody else troll or somebody else fanboy or whatever. You know, it just is what it is, man. Big shout out to Vernon Starr in the building. Big shout out to Vernon Starr in the building. Bruce Banner, what's going on? Oh man, let me see if I got these pictures up here, Bruce Banner. I meant to download them. Dang. Y'all seen that picture I posted up on Facebook earlier? That's off of Mellow Yellow and JD Hall. That's brother Bruce Banner, dog. You know, great looking dog. 7 months old. They 7 months old right about now. Doing what they supposed to be doing. Doing what they supposed to be doing. Now I hope my brother who dropped that comment about the scatterbred dogs and the purebred stuff, I hope he was watching. I hope he see this video later on down the line, you know, to understand, you know, your dog only scattered because you want to keep saying that. You know, you want to keep saying that. You don't want to dwell on what you got in your yard. You know, you got to dwell on what you got in your yard, man. You know, and let me, it's about time to give y'all brothers this news, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about time to give y'all brothers this news. You know, I got Buck in the house. I know you came for that news, Buck, so I'm going to give it to you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, a lot of y'all boys got too much pride, man. Y'all boys got too much pride. You call me names, I call you names, and then y'all be still mad. Y'all just stay mad, man. I don't even stay mad that long. Y'all don't call me every name in the book. It don't bother me. Keep this shit trucking, dog. You know, at the end of the day, if we ain't doing the right things with these dogs, we effing up. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no difference who he is. You know, 2024. What we did in 97, none of that shit matter. What we did in 99, 2000, none of that stuff matter. You know, none of that stuff matter no more. Different ball game, man. Different ball game. But let me give y'all brothers and sisters that news. CNN satellites from outer space, man. Like I always give it to you. I tell you, they be working in full throttle, man. Full throttle. So I'm gonna give my brothers this news. We coming from Halifax County, North Carolina, where, you know, a brother. Hold up, let me see. I'm gonna put this video up here, but I'm trying to figure out which video I want to put up here so I can stop it real quick. Hey, Buck, stay in here real quick. I want you to see something. I want you to see something, big dog. All right.
Investigation is underway in Halifax County after authorities say they found evidence tied to dogfighting.
ABC 13 Charisse Hoffman joins us live from the Sheriff's Office with what we're learning tonight. Charisse.
Mark and Noreen, Halifax County Animal Control seized nearly 30 dogs from the property today along Chatham Road. They said they got a tip about possible animal cruelty. They checked it out today and say they found evidence leading them to believe that dogs were involved in dog fighting. They say they found things like training devices and medication.
Hold up, man. I want to stop it right there. You know, this is another case of the same old bull S. You know, same old bull. Evidence of dog fighting. Where that man at rolling that dog? Where that man when he took that dog to that ring and scratched that dog and fought that dog? A video of him fighting that dog. Some medication and some penicillin and some shots is all they getting from every single person talking about evidence of dog fighting. They don't know evidence of dog fighting. That's evidence that man taking care of his dog, that man don't want his dog to get sick. It ain't no evidence of dog fighting. But hey, like I said, man, these brothers want to argue and troll about bullshit, you know, but when real stuff you talking about it, they can't keep up, man. You can't keep up. You know what I'm saying? Every single time these brothers getting jammed up with these dogs, it's about a bunch of BS. You know, that's what it's all about. It ain't about whether these brothers do roll dogs or not. If you ain't caught me rolling them, you can't say I'm rolling them. That's the whole point. It don't matter if you did it or don't. The thing I be telling brothers, and the whole point that I be trying to make is, these brothers getting jammed up ain't even getting caught with no dog crimes, period. They're getting jammed up with drugs and other stuff, and the dogs are getting thrown into it. But you won't understand that if you ain't really paying attention or you ain't really been in the dog game. You know what I'm saying? You really won't understand it. But let's keep that thing going. Halifax County.
Animal Control ended up seizing 16 dogs and 11 puppies from the property. Lieutenant Jackie Emmerman says they take any tip about possible animal cruelty very serious.
We can't trust that things are going to be right. We can't trust that, if we do address issues, that they're going to be fixed. We have to find the issues, fix the issues. If the issues can't be fixed, then we have to take matters in our own hands to address them however we need to address them.
Animal Control also tells me the dogs were tethered outside, and that's against the state law when the heat index is high like today. No charges have been filed, and the investigation is ongoing. Right now, the dogs will be in the custody of the Halifax County Animal Shelter. Live in Halifax County, Cherise Hoffman, ABC 13 News.
Oh boy, that rain getting hard out now. I can hear it coming down. I can hear it coming down. Like I said, man, I don't know that brother's situation, but as there's another brother that they saying dog fighting, but you ain't showing us no proof of dog fighting on the news. We have found evidence, medications and shots and stuff like that. Medication, I'm gonna show you every single time when they talking about evidence. We're talking breaking sticks, shots, and magazines. There's no way everybody can have the same evidence that they running in there, or we got evidence of dog fighting, magazines, shots, and medication, breaking sticks, treadmills. Well, when they gonna stop? When they need to call Amazon and Walmart and tell them to stop selling these treadmills. You telling me I can buy something from Walmart and turn around, take it to my yard and get locked up for dog fighting with it? Well, I tell you what, I might got a lawsuit on Walmart. I'll be down. I may have a lawsuit on Walmart. I'm gonna order something and lock me up for dog fighting as soon as that motherfucker get here. Lock me up for dog fighting. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. How folk be pressing the issue when it comes to certain things, Sure enough in the building, kicking up dust. Yes, sir. Small world. What's going on? What's going on with your small world? King Long Swipe in the building. Big salute and big shout out to King Long Swipe in the building. Beans in the building. Big shout out to Dickie Foster in the building, man. What's going on with your Big Foster? Salute to y'all brothers, man. If you weren't here at the beginning of the video, we was talking about the Red Boy stuff. Why does everybody keep saying Red Boy Outlaw? We got Red Boy Outlaw dogs, and they always try to make it like Red Boy and Outlaw is the same stuff, when that stuff is just as far apart as white and black, night and day, peanut butter and jelly. It may go good together now. It may go good together like peanut butter and jelly, but it's two different things. Peanut butter and jelly, Outlaw and Red Boy. Why do they keep ending up in the same batch? When brothers already know Red Boy was adopted. You already know that. Now Outlaw might be really off till stuff, but Red Boy ain't. But that's what we was talking about, man. The Outlaw, the Red Boy stuff, and then we was speaking on scatterbred dogs. Can you make a pure dog from scatterbred, breeding two scatterbred dogs together? And I said, yes, of course you can make a pure dog, because I'm gonna give you another example, in case you wasn't here. If I got Mellow Yellow and she's scatterbred, and I got JD Hog and he's scatterbred, if I'm breeding everything on my yard, it's coming off of 2, 3, 4 dogs. Everything in the last 10 years has only came off of 2 to 3 dogs, from the foundation. Then by the time you get the great-great-grandsons and all that, we got pure Mellow Yellow dogs, pure JD Hog dogs. We're not worried about the Mayday stuff way in the back, the Big John stuff way in the back. We're worrying about this 2024, what's in the air. You know, so that's the stuff we was talking about, man. I was telling Mr. Fatberg and Lamonte Kennels about the white gums. It means a lot of things, but it could mean your dog got low blood count. A lot of times it means your dog got low blood count. And big salute out to Brother Fry, you know, for dropping that knowledge, you know, and keeping me on point. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to that brother. And all my folk, man, Florence County, Marion County, Horry County, you know what I'm saying? Ridgeland County, Charleston County, all my folk representing, holding it down, representing with the Bay, you know. And I gave y'all that situation from Halifax County, North Carolina, with the dog fighting situation. They always call them dog fighting, but when we look at these situations, we don't really see dog fighting. You know what I'm saying? We don't really see dog fighting. We just see people getting busted and brothers getting busted, you know, for nothing. Not necessarily for nothing, but, you know, everything is not dog fighting. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not dog fighting. You know, I dropped that link a few minutes ago, and because I ain't following Bull Junk Up, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't following his Bull Junk Up, and I'll tell him just get up here and talk about some whatever, you know, whatever, man. I don't care what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Brothers don't want to talk about the positive. You know, brothers want to talk about the positive. It's always like that, though, man. It's always like that. You know what I'm saying? My brothers who got them scatterbred dogs, you know, keep breeding them things, keep making them puppies, making them great puppies. Because one thing we already know about them scatterbred dogs, they're gonna make a whole healthier puppy most of the time than your real type bred stuff. You know, most of the time they make you a healthier puppy. I also talked about making the dogs reach up to their water bowl, reach up to their food bowl to help them correct that easty westy stuff. Sometimes you got to do this as a puppy, not when them grown dogs with their feet already messed up. When your dog growing up as a puppy, 3, 4, 5, 6 months old, 7 months old, make him step up to the water bowl. So he gotta get on his tiptoes. You know what I'm saying? He gotta get on his tiptoes, and it kind of helps him out a little bit, you know, and just keep him with vitamin C and plenty sunlight, vitamin E, and all the different vitamins that help for the bones and stuff, man. You just got to make sure you got them puppies with them. You know, let me see, touch up anything else. Old brothers talking about how old a breed, what's the oldest you can breed of dogs. You know, when I was showing them Cujo or Kilo, he was mine at one time, but I didn't raise this dog. You know, but at this time when he was 12 years old, I bred him. You know, to the brothers that went in here at the beginning of the show. That's a 12-year-old grandson of Grand Champion Yellow and Frisco stuff on the bottom side. Chinaman stuff on the bottom side. All Chinaman on the bottom, all yellow on the top. Bred back to it. That's a Jeep Eli bitch right there that he bred to. Coming off some of that Hellboys, Hellboys, what that dog name was, 20 gauge or something like that. Hellboys 20 gauge, I want to say. I could be wrong, but it's coming down off that stuff right there. But yeah, that's the 12-year-old. That's a 12-year-old male. It's all about how you take care of your dogs, man. However long you can be able to breed them, you know. That's all I can say about it. But yeah, man, like I told y'all, brothers and sisters, I wasn't gonna be here too long today, man. Just giving y'all that news. Like I said, North Carolina, we still rolling. I'm gonna give it to you when the satellites drop them, man. I'm gonna give it to you when the satellites drop it. Trying to find my glasses, man. It's a dang on shame. Scratch Line, what's going on? What's going on, Scratch Line in the building? Scratch Line in the building. Yeah, man. I can read these comments now. Hold up for a second, my brother. Gotta throw these things on real quick. Oh, Eli Monster say last time 5 years ago, boy, that thing got clear for me. Eli, boy, I can see I can see the ocean now. I can see what's going on down there with Debbie or Hurricane. Oh, yes, sir. Uncle Willie. B12 works for the white gums if caught early. Yes, sir. B12 to all my brothers that may not know, helps boost the blood count. Helps boost the blood count. Mr. 216. Boy, I had to put my glasses on, 2-1. I didn't know you was in the building, boy. BGM, what's going on? What's going on with you? What's going on? Scratch line in the building. Scratch line be rocking with the Bay. Yes, sir, man. Hey, Vernon, man. Hey, I had to get him on, dog. I was trying to read some of it. Some of it I was trying to read it, but I couldn't tell. I could just tell basically who it was that was saying the message, but I couldn't read it. But I'm good. I'm popping now. I'm popping now. Yes, sir, man. I ain't gonna be here too long, man. Just giving y'all brothers a little bit of dog talk. Man, May, what's going on with you, big homie? And like I said before, all my brothers and sisters that's in South and North Carolina and maybe Georgia and Florida where the storm came through at, y'all stay safe out there. A lot of water on the ground, a lot of water coming down over the next couple of days. They say we're looking at 12 to 16 inches of rain over the next 3 days. And what makes this storm so dangerous is when it comes to 1, 2, 3, 4, it's nothing. It's a weasel. It's nothing. We done went through 4s and category 5s. But what makes this storm so dangerous is only going 2 miles per hour. The storm is literally not even moving, and it's dumping rain. And the last time we had storms like that, it rained for 2 or 3 days straight, and the small gusts of wind came through, just small wind, not even hurricane wind, came through and blew everything down because the ground was already soft, So that's what makes this storm so dangerous, plus the flood level. They talking about how the river is supposed to be flooding. To my folk around the lumber river, y'all stay safe. The Walkamaw River, y'all stay safe. The PD River, y'all stay safe. And all them other folk out there that stay by rivers, man, y'all stay safe out there, because there be storms like this that we underestimate. Them storms is like dog men, my brothers. Don't estimate none of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you thinking he a rookie or he a greenhorn. You know what I'm saying? Play him like he Mayfield. Play him like he Carver. You know what I'm saying? Like he think he know everything. Don't underestimate nobody, and you will never get caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we got to play this storm. Don't underestimate this storm because it's a, little bull jive storm, because that's when you get caught up. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up in that mix. But y'all brothers stay safe out there. Y'all sisters stay safe out there. It's your boy, PBK9, giving it to you like I always do, man. Like I always. Hold up, man. Hold up. I thought them boys say Balls Deep was in there. Thought them boys say Balls Deep was in the chat. I ain't see no Balls Deep down there. But anyway, man, salute to all y'all brothers, man. These little hounds about to wake up in a minute. To my brothers who got these hounds, they ready for y'all now. They ready for y'all, brothers. They ready. You know what I'm saying? I did what I can do. I hope y'all brothers enjoy these dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all brothers enjoy, man. And I'm not gonna lie, man. To my brothers who selling dogs out there, to my brothers who selling puppies out there, get your puppies to the right people, man. You don't know how it makes you feel when you see your dog in the right people's hands and it's flourishing and it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Big salute out to the brother with Charlotte. Big salute out to Mellow Yellow 2 out there doing what they supposed to be doing. Get your dogs in the right people's hands, man. And you see your dog grow. You see what your dog, your stuff can turn to, man. That's the only way you're going to do it, getting it in the right person's hand. Because you put your dog in one of them brothers' hands and you want and get and ruin your stuff, man, and get back on these YouTube and Facebook channels talking about you ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? When all the while they wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? They pedigree not built up well enough. You know what I'm saying? They need to go back to the drawing board and recalculate their dog game. It ain't the dog, it's them. But y'all stay safe out there, man. Y'all stay legal out there. And remember, y'all heard it first, man. PBK9's giving it to you. raw and uncut, fair and unbiased, and we about to start this thing back up. You know, I told y'all over the past, we're going on 2 months now, that really a month full that I kind of slacking off a little bit. But that was just because I had these puppies in here and they was working me. You know what I'm saying? They were working me, and I take pride in my product. I got to make sure these boys getting good dogs. You know what I'm saying? I can't just leave them out there and just send them something bullshit. You know, I just don't feel good doing that. So I take pride in my product. You know what I'm saying? This thing about over, you know, and I'm about to get back on my thing. You know what I'm saying? To my brothers and sisters that be rocking with me, be watching the channel. If you ain't subscribed yet, because over half of y'all that's watching this joint, not subscribed. No, go ahead and subscribe to that thing, man. Listen here, like them brothers say, I tell you what you do. Subscribe to the channel and then check your bank account. Check your bank account, man. It ain't gonna change, yo. Your bank account ain't gonna change because you subscribe to the channel. It's all free, fam. You know, rock with your boy, PBK9s. I'm giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? Fair and uncut, raw and unbiased, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay doing y'all thing. You know, stay legal out there. And remember, we heard it first, man. PBK9s. And I'm